Welcome to an enthralling journey through time and the intriguing world of the paranormal as we delve into the chilling history of the RMS Queen Mary haunting. This maritime legend began in the 1930s and continues to captivate visitors in the heart of California, USA. In the glamorous era of the 1930s, the RMS Queen Mary emerged as an icon of opulence, promising solace from the Great Depression. With her sleek Art Deco design and extravagant interiors, she embodied a floating palace that beckoned passengers to a world of grandeur. Her maiden voyage in 1936 marked the start of a legacy that would span decades. Passengers boarded with dreams of the high life, but beneath her luxurious exterior lay a history steeped in intrigue and, as some believe, the supernatural. As World War II engulfed the world in chaos, the Queen Mary underwent a dramatic transformation. The British government requisitioned her, and her resplendent colors were replaced with somber gray, earning her the haunting nickname, the Grey Ghost. Luxury travel gave way to the urgent demands of wartime service. The Queen Mary became a troop ship, tasked with ferrying thousands of Allied soldiers across the treacherous Atlantic. Her once opulent staterooms were transformed into cramped bunks, and her luxurious amenities surrendered to military functionality. This transformation would leave an indelible mark on her history, one that some speculate is responsible for the eerie events that would follow. It was during her wartime service that tragedy struck the Queen Mary. On October 2nd, 1942, amidst a convoy crossing, the ship collided with her escort vessel, the HMS Curacoa. The collision resulted in the devastating loss of 239 lives from the Curacoa, while the Queen Mary, though damaged, miraculously remained afloat. However, it wasn't just the loss of lives that would haunt the ship in the years to come. It was the circumstances surrounding this fateful accident. Some claim that the Queen Mary's captain, Commodore Sir James Bissett, had little choice but to maintain his course, allowing the Curacoa to cross her path. The Queen Mary's colossal size and the urgency of the wartime convoy rendered any sudden maneuvers perilous. This tragic incident would become one of the focal points of the ship's alleged paranormal activity. Among the many spectral apparitions reported aboard the Queen Mary, none is more renowned than the Lady in White. She is often described as a spectral woman adorned in an elegant white evening gown, haunting the ship's hallways and public areas. The legend woven around this ghost centers on a tragic accident involving one of the ship's ominous watertight doors. According to the story, the Lady in White was a passenger who found herself ensnared in a lower-class corridor when a watertight door slammed shut unexpectedly. Tragically, the crew was unable to reach her in time, and she met her demise in the cold, dark passageway. Her restless spirit, it is said, still roams the ship, forever yearning for an escape from her watery tomb. In the 1960s, the Queen Mary began to pique the interest of paranormal investigators and enthusiasts alike. Some conjecture that the ship's traumatic wartime experiences had left behind a residue of negative energy, contributing to the eerie phenomena that would be reported. The concept of residual energy became a focal point of many investigations, and experts endeavored to capture evidence of this phenomenon through various means, including electronic voice phenomena, EVP, recordings. Throughout the 1970s, reports of spine-tingling encounters on the Queen Mary continued to proliferate. Visitors, staff members, and dedicated paranormal investigators alike shared tales of disembodied voices echoing through the ship's narrow corridors, phantom footsteps that reverberated in the dead of night, and inexplicable cold spots that materialized in otherwise warm rooms. These encounters only deepened the mystique surrounding the Queen Mary, beckoning more curious souls eager to experience the supernatural for themselves. One particularly chilling facet of the Queen Mary's paranormal reputation is the presence of phantom children. Multiple accounts tell of ghostly youngsters playing and laughing in the ship's hallways, often seen in areas that are off-limits to the living. These spectral children are believed to be the spirits of those who traveled on the ship during its heyday, forever entrapped in a timeless game aboard the vessel. The 1990s ushered in a surge of interest in the paranormal. The Queen Mary was no exception. Paranormal investigators from around the world converged upon the ship to conduct extensive research and investigations. These investigations yielded a treasure trove of evidence, including photographs capturing shadowy figures, unexplained EVP recordings featuring ghostly voices, and personal testimonies from visitors and staff members who had experienced inexplicable events. As the new millennium dawned, a daring experiment was undertaken on the Queen Mary, a seance of unprecedented scale and duration. A team of psychics, mediums, and paranormal investigators gathered on the ship for an extended seance, hoping to make contact with the restless spirits believed to inhabit its decks. The seance lasted for several days and nights, with participants documenting their experiences in real time. Some reported vivid visions, others claimed to have communicated with the spirits through automatic writing, and a few even alleged physical encounters with unseen entities. The results of this audacious experiment were both intriguing and unsettling, further cementing the Queen Mary's reputation as a paranormal hotspot. In the present day, the Queen Mary remains a magnetic draw, attracting curious visitors, history enthusiasts, and those with a fascination for the supernatural. Reports of paranormal activity persist, with new stories emerging regularly. The ship stands as a living testament to a bygone era and a gateway to a realm of unexplained mysteries. As we conclude our epic journey through the century-spanning history of the RMS Queen Mary haunting, one thing remains abundantly clear. The ship's legacy is as much about its mesmerizing past as it is about the enigmatic spirits that purportedly roam its decks. Whether you're a staunch believer in the paranormal or a skeptic, the Queen Mary's haunting tales have etched an indelible mark on the annals of maritime history, ensuring that her legend will continue to live on for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this voyage through history and the paranormal. If you've enjoyed this tale, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more intriguing stories. Until our next adventure, stay curious.